I am back at Abu Dhabi Airport and I am going on my next adventure to Kuwait, and it's going to be super exciting and I cannot wait to go. I'm only going overnight due to the flights, and but I reckon I might have to come back, so I reckon there's going to be lots of things to see. Officially in Kuwait now, and I've got my visa, which is a gigantic visa, it doesn't go with the passport. I've got my passport stamp, and I'm about to head out to try and find a taxi. So yeah, should be. I've just arrived from the airport. I grabbed a taxi and made my way here to our Qurain Martyrs Museum. So this is one of the places, if I only ever get to come here and see the one thing, I think this is the one I would actually really want to come and see. So I'm excited to go in and see. Not excited, I don't think that's the right word, but I am really interested in going in and seeing what's here. Just been in the Al Qurain Martyrs Museum and Al Qurain Martyrs Museum, and it really is an intense place to come and visit, and I think I've had a better appreciation by coming here and of the country and of the things that have happened in the past just by coming and visiting here. You do get given a fantastic booklet which gives you a lot of information about what actually happened, the events that transpired, and I would definitely recommend coming and visiting this museum. Yeah, it's sad, and there's some really heartbreaking things in there that I've read, but I'm glad I came. So the next place that I've come to is the Sheikh Abdullah Al Salem Cultural Centre, and there are a number of museums here, and the ticket was 3 Kuwaiti dinars, so it's the equivalent of about 15 Australian for the ticket, and there's 6 museums here apparently, so yeah, that sounds really good. Don't want to spend too much time here though, because there's so many other things to go and see. One of the things to be mindful of is that some of these museums and exhibitions close during the middle of the day. So make sure you check to see what opening hours are available for the places that you would like to go and check out. The first museum exhibition that I went to was space, so it was pretty cool. Saw a lot of really interesting displays, makes you kind of have a slight existential crisis when you start thinking about, the size of the world and how insignificant we are and all of that. So to get out of that existential crisis, I am going into the next museum, which is the transportation and robots. And working in the transportation field, I think this one might be pretty good. The next part of the cultural centre that I'm going to go into is called Our Earth. This particular pavilion has lots of information on dinosaurs. In Australia we had giant wombats and stuff like that, but I didn't know there were giant camels. So every day's a school day. The sign here says that the giant camels lived 10 million to 300,000 years ago. So yeah, that's do learn something every day. The Australian part of the exhibition. So we have a giant thunderbird here, we have giant wombat, we have some cat, but it's these guys here who aren't very big, but they're like meat-eating rat kangaroos or something like that, which I'd never heard of. And I know in Australia everything wants to kill you. Meat-eating rat kangaroos, come on, like, oh. This next pavilion is called Ecosystems. There are these domes that you go inside each room and they have different extreme conditions that are around the world. So there's an Antarctic one, there's a cave one, there's a desert one, and there's this one which is deep sea. So yeah, really cool little rooms. The Antarctic one actually has a piece of ice in it, so it was very cool in there, very nice and cool because it's quite warm over here, but yeah, really fun. Got a taxi from the Science Museum area to the Othman Museum. Cost me 1.5 Kuwaiti dinars, which is about $7.50 Australian equivalent. So this museum is meant to be about the history and culture of Kuwait, and so I think it's going to be really quite interesting to visit. But yeah, there's already some cool stuff around the outside, some like wooden boats and stuff. So yeah, looking forward to going in. more little museums within it, because it's all about Kuwaiti culture. And so this is the sports museum part. Anyway, so Kuwait were part of the World Cup in 1982, and here's some of the memorabilia. And what I love is their shirts and their stickers and their stuff. Our camel is a winner. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. Of myths, Kuwaiti myths out there about, not villains, but like, monsters stealing children and, all this type of stuff. And so, there's this, dark place in here that I think is trying to capture some of those myths and darkness. Not that scary. But also, I wouldn't bring my kids. I've made it to the Memorial Museum that's in one of the parks in the city. Now, the taxi driver wasn't quite sure where to drop me off, so I said, look, he's fine, just wherever, like, pull off, I'll walk. I just walked the entire perimeter of the park trying to find the gate to get in when it was like about 100 or 200 metres from where he'd originally dropped me off, so I'm buggered. But I'm here and I made it, so I'm about to go downstairs because it's kind of undergroundish. It's supposed to have information on the wars and things like that. So I think it's going to be really interesting, somber, sad, but interesting. And I'm looking forward to having a look inside. Great. I'm staying at the Ramada Encore, and which is really well located. It's near the park with the Memorial Museum in it, so it was good. It was just a quick little walk in, and oh my goodness, I got upgraded to like a business suite. It's huge, amazing, and I don't know which side of the bed to sleep on. It's so big. I made my way to our Bahhar Entertainment Historical Village for some food. I did read a Google review that said there was some really nice handicraft shops and some cafes and restaurants for food, and I didn't unfortunately experience too much of that. There were some small stores and there was some little they're not restaurants, they're more just like little cafe. I don't even know if they'd be a cafe. Anyway, little stores for food. However, I did get the most delicious shish tawuk and a meat and cheese in a bread filling thing. Oh, so good. But not much else here to do, unfortunately. So I'm going to head now over to the towers, and that will be my last thing that I'm going to see today. So yeah, it's been a great day. Grabbed a Kareem for the very last thing I'm going to see today. So I have managed to see 6 different things, which I'm very excited about, and this will be the last one, which is the towers, the Kuwait Towers. Aren't they cool? They're like Christmas decorations. They were awesome. So it's about 10 o'clock. I'm going to see if I can go up and check out the observation deck. Cool things about this observation deck is it's revolving, so the outer deck is going around in a circle, so I don't really have to walk this time, it walks for me. I got back to the hotel about 11:30, went to bed. I slept so well after walking around for almost 12 hours, and then I had the most amazing breakfast at the hotel. It was awesome. I'm at the airport and I'm ready to go back to Abu Dhabi. It's been a whirlwind of a trip, really, really quick, just overnight, but saw 6 amazing things, and I don't know if I should just come back again to see the things I didn't see this time, but it's been great. Really enjoyed it.